What up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making a choice beef brisket flat. So stick around to see how I do it. We're going to be doing Texas style, low and slow. So right now we're just going to go ahead and get it all set up and ready to rock and roll. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Alright, so here's what we got. We have a 7-pound choice brisket. And this is just the flat. It's not the full brisket. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start shaving off all the thick, sinewy fat and all the silver skin. Alright, now we're going to flip it. Now we got this fat cap here, and we're going to actually want to shave it down so it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. You don't want it too much fat on there, but you want just enough so it'll render down and cook just like it should. You got a big old chunk of really hard fat right here. You can go ahead and trim this. Easy as thick. Got another big hard chunk of fat here. There you go. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to season it. I'm just using some pink salt and some fresh ground pepper. This is a Texas style, so that's all it's going to need. And I just ground it into this container here, and I'm going to be sprinkling it on. So let me set you up for a better angle, and we'll check that out. Alright, now that we're all set up, we're just going to take the salt and pepper and just sprinkle it on. Don't be afraid to get too much, because this is a thick cut, and it's not going to hurt it at all. Flip this over. Go ahead and add some more. Get this pepper in there. Make it nice and peppery, but not too peppery. salt. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a pan. We're gonna put the beef in there. We're gonna throw it in the fridge and let it sit overnight. And then in the morning, we're gonna go ahead and fire up my my smoker. Then we'll get this sucker smoking. All right, everybody. It is about 5:15 in the morning here, 5:30-ish. It's I got my smoker all set up. It's running at about 225 degrees. Let's get the meat put on. Today I'm going to be using a hickory smoke, hickory pellets for smoke. I got my timer set up and my meat probe. Like before, we're going to take that probe and put it into the thickest part of the meat. We're going to get this closed down. We're going to come back in about an hour, hour and a half and see how it's doing. And then after that, we will start to spritz it once the top of the meat starts to dry out. Alright, so we're about an hour and a half into our cook here. The current temperature of the meat is 114 degrees. We're waiting for that stall temperature at about 165, but we're just going to open this up and we're going to see exactly what our meat's doing and how that bark and crust is forming. Can't talk today. It's actually forming pretty good. Today I'm just going to use a plain, just some plain water to spritz with. You could use an apple cider vinegar and some other stuff, but I'm just keeping this simple. There we go. Close this back up. And then we're going to be coming back out here probably in another hour and a half or so. And then we're going to check the temperature of the meat. Like I said, don't know if I said this before, we're cooking at 225. And we will be wrapping the meat at 165, so we'll be back out in an hour, hour and a half to check it. Welcome back, everybody. We are about about 3 hours and 37 minutes into this cook. We're gonna check the meat out. It is looking really good. We're gonna go ahead and spritz it. You see the juices are puddling on it. That's totally normal. Just cooking perfectly. So yeah, we're just waiting for that temperature to hit 165. Once we hit the 165, we will be good to go, and then I'll be wrapping it in some butcher paper, so we will see then. All right, so we are at the about 4:42, 4.5 hour mark here. I'm just checking this every hour and just gonna be spritzing this bad boy. See, it's getting that golden rich color from the smoke, and it's just, man, it's smelling amazing. So alright, we'll check back in another hour or so. Alright, so we are finally back. The meat is sitting at about 165 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take it off the grill here. We're going to get it wrapped up. I just got some peach butcher paper here. actually going to do a double wrap on this. So. Remember which side that you had the fat down and put it back in. Temperature probe in. And we're going to let it rip until the meat is reading about 165 degrees Fahrenheit internal. I'm sorry, 195 degrees Fahrenheit internal. And then after that, we will pull it off and see where it's at. Alrighty, everybody. We are about 9.5, 10 hours into this cook. And it is time to take this out. Now, what we need to do is, I'm going to take this inside, and I'm going to go ahead and let this rest for about, I don't know, I'll say 1 to 2 hours. And then after we're done resting, I'll get it sliced up, and I will get a video of that. Alrighty, and here we go. Here's the final moment we have been waiting for. We got our brisket. This has been resting for about a little over 2 hours. Sucker's juicy. Gotta save that juice.
Okay.
Open her up. And here we go. Look at this bad boy. Here. Ooh, that sucker's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be tender. Alright, give me a sec here. Let me wash my hands and then I'll be back to cut it. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this turned here. If you notice, the grain on this is going this way. So we're gonna wanna cut across the grain here. So, I'm gonna make a couple slices. See how she turned out. Still recording? Okay. I keep cutting across that grain. Alright. Here we go. Look at this here. We have a nice smoke ring all the way around here. Pull apart. It pulls apart very easily. Super juicy. Oh, this is going to be tasty here. I'll cut a little bit more. Okay, you can pause it now. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and give this piece here a taste. Oh man, this is going to be delicious. So, give me 1 second here to set up and we'll get a taste in. Alright guys, here we go. Here's a taste test. Oh, that is, right there is barbecue. That is good. Got salt. It's really just coming through. It's not overpowering. It's got a nice peppery crust. I honestly thought that when I put the crust on that you wouldn't be able to taste it. but honestly, it just really pulls it out. So thanks for watching my video. Hit the like if you like the video. Hit the don't like if you don't like it. And please subscribe and share. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.